Happy Woman Crush Wednesday and welcome to Smell the Coffee with your two favorite girls, Diana Master and Aina Riza Koyo. Girl, I had missed you.
Girl, I am back.
You are back and you're better than
like
ever.
I never left.
Yes, love it, love it, love it, love it. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm happy that you're back.
Thank you, sweetie. I know I'm loved. I know people miss me.
Don't make me swear you on TV, ne? Let's talk about something else before I swear this girl on TV. Anyway, so the nominees were revealed last night for the NAM Content Creator Awards.
Yes.
And they are officially sponsored by MTC. So let's take a look at some of the nominees.
That is Photographer of the Year, Deep Photos and Alpo Kin.
Yes,
that's like
yes.
going to be so tight because those two are the most popular in that category.
And the thing is, they share clientele as well.
Yes. Who would you give it to?
Because I've personally worked with Alpo, and Alpo is my friend, I would say Alpo.
Shout out. Before we get to the next nominees, let's just put it out there that J-Loss is nominated in four categories, and she is the most nominated.
Oh, I love it for my girl.
This news broke already. A little bird told me as I was at home, like at 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's like, Charmim, our girl is the most nominated. Now I have to pretend like, you know.
You have to be neutral.
No, I have to pretend like I don't know.
Oh.
Like before the things are announced, you must not say, oh, you can't say.
You can't, yes. So you're just like, oh, really? No, but shout out to Jamie. Girl, we are so proud of you. What I like about Jamie is what you see is what you get.
Yes.
She is not pretentious. What you see on her social media is what you get. That's how Jamie is in real life. And I honestly love that girl so much. She is such a vibe. So Jamie, congratulations. I am rooting for you. We are rooting for you to win all 4 categories. And then you can take us out for lunch.
Yeah. Let's see who else is nominated. I feel like this is fitness
content creator. Okay.
Emily Erastus, Mom Fitness Fit, Silas Official, and the
Ines Fit.
Ines Fit. Congratulations. Yo, it's so tight.
It's so tight. And again, because I am biased, I'd give it to Emily.
Yeah.
Because also Emily recently competed in a bodybuilding competition.
She really I think
she locked in.
Yes.
Which is what I love about her.
Yeah.
So shout out, guys, to the nominees. Let's take a look at some more. There we have comedy content creator. We have Tate Matondo, Fabulous Muki. We have Alois, and we have Agogo. So those are your comedy content creators that are nominated.
Who do you know there?
No one.
No one. Okay.
Yeah. I'm just being honest. It's not that I'm throwing shade or anything.
Yeah.
But again, you already know that I don't know a lot of people and I'm very closed off.
I think that all of them are equally popular.
Okay.
I know all of them. If I'm not mistaken, I think Agogo has a larger following on I think Instagram and TikTok. I'm not sure, maybe I'll have to check, but Muki is close also. Muki is also close, but this is a tough category because all of them are equally popular.
Yes.
All of them are equally funny. I can't pinpoint who's funnier than who.
Than the other,
I can't pinpoint who creates better content.
Yeah.
So congratulations to all of you. I think I would be happy if any of you won. But Muki is my girl. Shout out to my girl.
Yes.
So
but also I think we also just need to make it clear to the audience, for those that didn't know how these nominees worked. You needed to enter yourself, or people needed to nominate you.
Your
to
friends,
be nominated.
your family members could nominate you, and then the awards can nominate you.
Yeah, so you may be wondering, no, but why is my favorite content creator not nominated?
You did nominate them.
You didn't nominate them. You needed to nominate them.
Technically, you failed your faith.
You needed to nominate them, and then the Content Creator Awards can then nominate them. But shout out to all the nominees. Guys, you're working hard. And also shout out to MTC for recognizing the content creators. Let's look at Videographer of the Year. We have Reggie Films, we have Pascal Skull with Didi Reloaded and David Johannes. Oh, Didi, my guy, Didi.
I've worked with Didi and Regie Films.
Yeah.
So shout out,
guys. Shout out.
Let's not be biased. Shout out to everyone. Everyone deserves.
It's what I'm saying, like, because everybody is working there. We also have dance content creator.
Auguste, Utonim,
Mentos, the booty lover. I love his name, but okay. And then we have, I think that's Live King official. And then we have Dilaste Hond as well. So
shout out, congratulations. I think the category that is mostly important, I think, is the content creator of the year.
Yes.
Where, okay, this is visual artist of the year. Shout out to everyone nominated here. But as I was saying, the most important one, content creator of the year.
Yes.
And that is where I'm forgetting the other. The other nominee, but I know Adriano is nominated in that category. J Loss is in that category, and the Twinfluencers and someone else.
Whoa.
Yeah. Whoa. So I think content creator of the year, influencer of the year, like those are the big awards.
Wow.
Yeah.
But shout out, guys, to all of you nominees. You are working hard, and we appreciate the fact that now people are actually starting to realize content creation and recognize and appreciate content creation. So continue working hard, guys. And remember, even if you don't win, it's not the end of the world. Just keep creating your content.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, let's just cut to a quick commercial break and bring you our top stories.
Welcome to the Business 7 Show, Namibia's primary economic analysis program. My name is Zohane Klache, and we bring you in-depth news covering the main aspects of Namibia's economy, plus interviews of key economic individuals that make the key policy decisions that shape our nation's future. Join us on Business 7 every week as we unpack what is important to our nation and what drives its economy.
Now let's get into our top stories. Careless Nick Cannon claims becoming a 12-time dad was a trauma response to Mariah Carey divorce. Oh. He said, if I would have... Trauma, guys, okay? Trauma. If I would have did the work and the healing after getting divorced, I probably would have took my time in a lot of other scenarios, he explained. For whatever reason, I thought that was the answer a lot of times, like, oh, I'm going to figure it out over here. Now you're leaving trauma every step of the way instead of fixing it from its origin. Host Charlemagne the God shared a clip of the interview via Instagram, writing, trauma response can show up in people's lives in many ways. Now, Cannon welcomed twins Moroccan and Monroe, now 14, while married to Carey, 56, from 2008 to 2016. After calling it quits with the singer, the former Nickelodeon star moved on with Brittany Bell, with whom he shares son Golden, who's 8, Powerful, who's 4, and Rise, who is 2. The Drumline star is also the father of 3 kids with Abby De La Rosa, twin sons Zion and Zillian, and daughter Beautiful. Additionally, Cannon welcomed daughter Onyx with Lanisha Cole, his son Legendary with Brie Tiesi, and daughter Halo with Alyssa Scott. Looking back on his family's expansion on Monday, Cannon said, I had the money, I had the access to whatever and however I wanted to move, then obviously life happens as well. It wasn't like, oh, I'm going to have 12 kids, he added. It was more about like, yo, I'm just going to live life and have fun, and whatever happens, happens. I can handle it. The All That alum noted that while he wasn't acting out, he could have thought the process through a little bit more and taken time to actually do the inner work.
I love the fact that, he's taking some accountability. Not that there's anything wrong with being a dad of 12. I mean, if you have the capacity and you want to have a family, there's nothing wrong with it. I just like the fact that he's acknowledging that, you know what, this is not something that I intended. This was not my plan, but it just so happened because of the things that I went through, and I'm man enough to say, look, this is what I went through. I'm honest about my journey. I'm transparent. I'm not trying to, as a role model, this is not what I'm trying to communicate to those who follow me. So shout out to him.
Shout out to him, because honestly speaking, it takes a lot, especially for Black men, to come out and say, listen, I understand that the reason I was acting out was because I was hurt, but I didn't want to acknowledge the fact that I was hurt.
Yes.
I didn't want to deal with the fact that I was hurt. So I found other ways to cope, which he is acknowledging and saying that it wasn't healthy. He's not saying he regrets the 12 children, but he is saying that there were better ways that he could have gone about it. And honestly speaking, I think more and more people need to do the work and realize, okay, you know what, maybe I'm the problem. Or you know what, maybe I need help. There's nothing wrong with needing help.
Yeah. Now, moving over to our next story, let's talk about my favorite of all time, Lebo M. Now, famed composer Lebogang Lebo M Morake has called off his engagement to Malefo Mel Nsala just 3 months after proposing in Dubai, with sources close to the couple revealing that the relationship had been flattering for some time. The split has caught many by surprise, especially after the pair's rekindled romance made headlines earlier this year. Lebo M, the Grammy-nominated producer behind Disney's Lion King soundtrack, has a history of high-profile relationships, and this latest twist adds another chapter to his eventful love life. While neither has spoken out publicly, insiders point to personal challenges as a key factor in the decision to part ways. Now, the news broke over the weekend, sending ripples through South Africa's entertainment scene. Lebo M, who's currently 61, and Nsala first crossed paths years ago, leading to their initial engagement in 2019. That union fell apart in 2020 amid rumors of infidelity, leaving fans disappointed but not entirely shocked. All right. Now, fast forward rather to 2025 June, the couple sparked joy when they announced their second engagement during a romantic getaway in Dubai. Lebo M shared the moment on social media, calling Nsala his dream come true and vowing a fresh start.
I honestly say it's good that they broke it off before they even got married. It's good that they realized their differences before and called off the engagement. There's nothing wrong with calling off an engagement. If it's not working, then it's not working, and it saves them a lot of money.
Time,
it saves them a lot of time,
investment.
Yeah. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love will come when it comes.
I also don't have a problem with it. I think I always have a lot of respect for people who are self-aware.
Yeah.
People who know that, you know what, this is not what I want, this is not working for me, and they leave it as such.
Yes.
So
let's just go our separate ways. Let's cut our losses, and all the best to you, all the best to me, and we move on.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, that does bring us to the end of our top stories, but stick around because we do have an interesting interview coming up right after this.
They say that the most beautiful thing or important thing that one person can wear is their confidence. Joining us today is Bobby the Brand Khanyosa, darling. He teaches women and men how to be confident in their own skin, in their own bodies, in their own personalities, and just how to be a good, person in general. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Aina?
I am fantastic. So today we are talking about your career. You have just finished coaching the most beautiful women in the country when it comes to, pageantry, Miss Namibia. Tell us how that deal came about. How did you become, the coach, the training what is it? The
choreographer.
Choreographer, yes.
For Miss Namibia?
Yes.
Well, I think for anybody who knows me, they would know that Miss Namibia has been a dream of mine. And I think in my career, over the years I've been active in the industry, I think Miss Namibia was always the peak of my career because it's the national pageant. It's the biggest pageant in the country. I remember I actually did apply a few years ago to sort of work with them, and that was during the 2021 edition. However, I was informed that they actually had a choreographer already or a trainer. But as fate would have it, last year I met up with Miss Umbi, not last year, but 2023. And she just vividly spoke in passing. It's like, no, I will call you one day. I will definitely call you. I know I've seen what you've been doing. I see your work. I will call you one day. And then last year, they just gave me a call in April. They're like, hey, what are you doing? Can you work on the Miss Namibia pageant this year? So I was fortunate enough to work on the pageant last year and this year.
Oh, that's beautiful. So when it comes to choreography, what are the steps or what do you need to know or put in place to ensure that what you are teaching is actually right and it translates well with your trainees?
I think basically, firstly, just understanding the client's what do they call it, mood board, lack of a better word. Because with every production, they give you sort of like a way on how they want to produce the show, but sometimes also allowing you to have your own creativity towards the process. And also basically understanding that, okay, when it comes to pageant, this is what needs to happen. This is what the girls need to do. This is what they need to walk like. But in terms of my process, mostly what I want to do is also basically firstly study the people that I'm working with. So that's now working with the girls in the sense of just doing the basics with them, doing how to walk in heels, getting their postures right, getting their hips in place and stuff like that. Only from then one can build on and so say that, okay, with this particular girl or with this type of body, we can possibly move into this way because everything needs to translate amazingly on stage. Every girl has to have their own individual sort of personality, individual shine, individual work to kind of stand up because at the end of the day it's a competition. So the girls are judged on basis of those things. So it's very easier for me to understand the girls' bodies, the girls' personality, and also where they are in the process. Some girls might have walked in heels or might have modeled before, so they know where they are. Some girls absolutely have never not even worn a pair of heels before. So it's basically understanding and polishing that process first before we move on to the teaching of the choreography, knowing that, okay, when it's swimwear, this is what you guys are supposed to do, this is what you're supposed to look at, this is what you're supposed to do with whatever outfit you are wearing. So it's just understanding those particular aspects to be able to put up quite a great show.
Awesome stuff. So what has been your, best moment in your choreography journey outside of Miss Namibia? I'm sure you've trained other people. Can you highlight, can you recall a story that really changed your career?
I think last year for me was quite the biggest year in my absolute career. I started within the pageant industry, or rather the beauty space, in 2014, which basically means that last year marked my 10th year in the industry, and I think that's where it all started. I had the absolute honor of being called into choreograph a pageant in South Africa, the Miss Culture Club, which is also an international pageant owned by a Malawian director, but it's hosted in South Africa, where it brings all these countries together to sort of advocate for the purpose of culture. And when I got the call, I was just like, you know what? There's so many choreographers in South Africa. Why me? Why did you pick me from my little town even to go and do this? But that was, I think, the standout for me, because now I got to work not only with Namibians or girls around, but also I got to experience different cultures and also just get to know that I was on a stage telling a Filipino girl how to walk or telling a Venezuelan girl how to walk. That was just such a diverse space for me. And that was like, I think, one of my standout in my choreography career. And the show quite went well to a point we were featured in several South African media, and my name was actually put in these papers.
Awesome stuff. So what do you hope to do with your brand?
To be honest, it's to grow and also possibly in the future start my own platforms as big as that. Be able to create platforms just not only where I'm able to teach, but also be able to give girls or young women the opportunity to also shine. That's basically moving into a space where I'm able to host my own pageants, maybe possibly one day host an international pageant. And also one of my biggest ambitions or aspirations right now is to possibly bring one of the biggest international pageants to Namibia, not only just to promote our people, but also the tourism around us, around our country, and just being able to say, like what Michelle McLean did in 1995 when she brought the Miss Universe pageant to Namibia, and many people don't even know that the Miss Universe 1995 was held here in Namibia.
Yeah.
So those are like some of the remarkable things I want to do within my career.
Who's your favorite Miss Namibia?
Recent or past?
Let's say past, because I don't want you to be biased, because you trained these people last year. Okay. So past.
I think my most standout Miss Namibia, in all honesty, would always be Paulina Malulu. Miss Namibia 2030.
Paulina Malulu.
Because also because I kind of later, you know how they say it's also, and I have two actually. But it becomes one of those things where you see someone and you sort of, like, a better word, idolize them, see them as a figure of inspiration, but also getting the opportunity to not just work with them, but also be friends with them. That's why she's my favorite, because we became such a close friendship, yes.
Awesome stuff. And your Miss Universe, Zozi Bini.
Obviously. the most inspirational one, obviously.
Okay, so Miss Namibia this year is getting a house. Talk to us about the progress that the organization has made thus far.
I think, in all honesty, and the fact that I was within the organization, it also gives me an insight to really answer this question in the best way. I'm very proud of how they have grown, because now they're just not moving into a space where we are seeing girls just win and go to the international competition, but being given these opportunities. And now there's also financial benefits to it, where now these girls do have opportunities. It's no longer just a thing where you're just modeling and stuff. And I think it really will motivate a lot of girls to participate in the competition. But also I think it will create a good space to move into a more of a space where girls are not just using their beauty, but also using this platform to grow their brands themselves, grow them into the industry that they want to pursue one day, and also just be able to know that they have the financial means or the means rather to really achieve their advocacies and stuff like that, because now the money is there. Yeah. So I think it's moving in the right direction.
Awesome stuff. So talk to us about the dates. I know you're not the marketer, but you're not the marketer for the show, but you are going to be there, and you obviously want the whole country to see your work. Yeah.
The Miss Namibia pageant will be, the Miss Teen and Miss Namibia pageants will be held respectively on the 18th and the 19th of July at the Ongwediva Center. I think that's what it's called. In Ongwediva.
It's not going to be your first time in the North, is it?
Yes, it's not.
Okay, so what are you wanting to do this year that you didn't do the years that you were in the North, in your personal capacity, work capacity? What are you looking forward to this time around?
I think now it's going to bring a more of a very elegant flair. That's what I'm excited for. And also just getting to be with so many people. And I think when I've been to the North, because I've lived in the North before, it was always just been family stuff and whatnot, but now I'm getting to experience the North in a very high class. Everything will be catered for. I just have to look my best. So I'm also just really excited to just enjoy, obviously, the nightlife. I'm looking forward to really seeing a great show, just get to see what really the North vibe is about when it comes to the nightlife, because I really don't. That's one thing I've not experienced.
You want to go to the nightlife, nightclubs.
Yes,
all right, Bobby, thank you so much for joining us on Smell the Coffee.
Me.
We wish you all the best, and we cannot wait to see your work come to life on stage.
Thank you so much.
All right, that was Bobby Kanyosa, who is the choreographer for Miss Namibia 2025, talking about everything he's passionate about. We'll be right back.
And that's all the time we have for you today. Thank you so much for joining us on today's edition of Smell the Coffee. Do let us know what you think about some of the stories that we shared with you guys today. We'll be back again tomorrow, same time, same place.